Right, Alsace in the Alpine. Right, it's that time of week again. New dailies on GT7. This week looks like we've got a bit of a French theme going on with Daily Race A. That's the Alsace Village track in the Alpine A11017. What are we doing then? We're doing 3 laps on the sports hard tyres, 1 times fuel, 1 times tyre, and BOP. In the Alpine A11017 then, a mid-engine rear-wheel drive French sports car, produced in 2017, and I believe it appeared at the Geneva Motor Show when it first came out. We're on the Alsace Village, a track that is in single player quite a bit, but not really done much of it really. Done a few laps on the place, but that's really about it really. What I've done of the track anyway, looks as though lots of long sweeping corners and quite a few technical sections on there as well. Kind of one of those where I think like a Group B rally car or something like that would be quite good round here. Last week then we had the Jag and the cumbersome steering on Watkins Glen, replaced this week by the look of it with the bit of a twitchy rear end on the Alpine, being rear wheel drive and all that. Of course, if you do happen to enjoy my pretty average driving at best on Gran Turismo 7, then be sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Not really driven Alpines very much. In fact, well, not driven them much at all. So really, I don't really know what to expect going into this one, to be honest. So get the car around and obviously keep ourselves out of trouble as much as we can anyway. You know, just do our own race basically and all that. Yeah, shouldn't be far off a couple of relatively good races. Okay, so let's get into it then and see what happens. Okay, where are we? Oh, P5. We're off then, going away from P5 in this one. Let's just get down to that first corner and see what happens. Really try to get ourselves round and try and keep ourselves out of trouble as much as possible, and it seems as though we've managed that for the most part. This little incline now, a bit of a sweeping left-hander here coming up now. Just going to lift a little bit there just to help us get through the brakes here for this right-hander here. Foot on the floor, just really try to guide it through. A bit there. All right though, everything's fine. Someone there in front going off there. Not a bad start to this one then. I think with this one, really try to sort of... Oh, a couple there going off there. I'm just saying, really try to sort of get the feel of the car on this first lap. Braking a bit late there for this one. So left hander, really trying to sort of work with the steering. Got it round. And now it's this sweeping right hand. It's going to go here. Just try to keep it as smooth as we can. And then get a nice drive out there. Not to brake here, just see who's behind us, so we're not really causing any obstructions or anything like that. P5 there just going off in front of us. Good acceleration though on the Alpine, so we can sort of get ourselves powered up that hill there. Now dropping back down again. Section here too, just really sort of get on those brakes. Try to keep it straight. This is why I say Group B rally cars in here would be... They'd smash these couple of corners here, definitely. We are just getting it slowed down for the first corner, and we're just going to keep ourselves to ourselves here. Bit of a lift there again through this section. Not very much, but still just a little bit of a lift. And then down the hill here. And this time we can take a better-ish line through that corner. We didn't go on the grass, that's a bonus, isn't it? Yeah, we're just going to try and follow the car in front through here. This tricky corner here is trying to clip the apex there on the inside and then drive out again. This one here, so this one here is kind of flat, and then you've got this one here, which then comes in like this, all the back end there just going on the Alpine, and then just get yourself round and into the sweeping right-hander here. Like I say, done a few laps of this track before, but not very many. I'm just struggling a bit at the minute just to get the car around the corner. Get on the brakes there again, just check those mirrors, get ourselves in, and then on the brakes there, hard for the hairpin. There you go, get it round this hill here. On the brakes, for this last couple of corners. Yeah, we've done that one. We now shift to second, back into third to do this one. Yeah, we've done that one as well. Rush the pit wall as we go. Yeah, we've done that as well. And on to the third lap. Start of the final lap then. And we're holding stations in P6. Getting ourselves around this first corner. And then we set off up this little bit of an incline here. And almost flat through there that time, but I'm really working now on getting it slowed down for this right-hander, which we've just about managed to do. Gap there at 2.8 back to P7, so just sort of see where we go with that one. A mistake there from P5 in front of us. They just rejoined there, going off on the grass. The amount of challenge perhaps for P5, not really sure at the moment. This corner here is a very tricky one indeed. It's sort of tightened up a bit on the inside there. P5 at the moment there, just sort of inviting us perhaps for a little bit of a duel perhaps as we come towards the end of this race. We've got a bit of traction control to sort of help us out a bit on this one. Oh, just sort of tricky to drive on this track. We've sort of got it round, but yank it around the final corner there and across the line in P6. Okay, interim check-in time, and I think based on that one, just try and get a few more laps under our belt of the track, kind of like a, it's almost like a Group B rally stage asphalt course, isn't it, this Alsace village. I really sort of try to start grabbing this car now a bit more by the scruff of the neck, something a bit like this. Whoa. Like that. As I say, just got a bit of traction control in there just to sort of help us keep the back end in check, to help us just sort of make these corners. I was on quite a good lap there until I decided to bin it into the wall with 2 corners to go, but oh well. Yeah, with Alpine, I don't really know much about Alpine really, other than the fact that Alpine are in Formula 1 at the moment with, you know, Fernando Alonso and, I don't know who his teammate is. Pierre Gasly? Yeah, it's Alonso and Gasly, isn't it, in Alpine this year? Right, so we've had a bit of a run round, so I think all said and done, let's get on to the next one. Back in the house then from P5. Back in the house, and away we go. To T1 we go once again, the Alsace village. Here we are, just get ourselves nice and round. We'll keep our foot flat to the floor this time. Oh no, again, bit of a lift there from myself there. Just really try to watch what's happening behind us there. Because not really. Got it slowed down though. Really trying to get it slowed down there. One's up in front of us as well. Oh, one of them. Still going though. Thought that I wasn't going to make the corner. So yeah, quite impressed there with the brakes on the Alpine there. Pretty good that. We are P9 now, but it is what it is. We're going to go to P10 now. By the look of it, yeah, there we are. Down to P10. Stay with the guys and see what transpires. Maybe it is one of them then. Just literally smash it on the brakes. Meters from the corner, literally like 10 meters from the corner, just literally like smash it on the brake. Around this right-hander then, just noticing it a bit there. Now we're going to fall back from these guys and sort of disappear into the void, or are we going to actually maybe close the gap a little bit and have maybe a little bit of a race in this one? We'll have to see. Got a race there by the look of it in front of us there between P9 and P8. Try to get ourselves in the mix. Contact there with the wall as we come through the final corner. Just really try to wrestle the car through those final couple of corners down this little short bit of a hill. On to lap 2. First corner, someone there just going a bit wide into the first corner, going to bump them down to P8. Again, they're just trying to defend themselves against P9 with this section here. Get on those brakes again for this corner here. We've closed right up now to the back of P9 and across the track, just to sort of try to really open up the entry to this corner. On the back again there at P9. The car alongside there has got to really sort of try to watch the mirrors. We're going to go down the middle to go to the next right-hander. And through he goes. We're going to be at the back in a minute by the look of it. Looks like it. Yeah, there we are. Get on those brakes again. Just sweep with right hand and just sort of try to hold it in fourth gear. One on the inside, one on the outside. I'm going to go to the inside, just trying to leave the space there for the guy on the outside. That's one of my least favourite corners in the world. Really trying to get it slowed down. Bit of a biff there at the back end. Get it round. There we go. Just about getting it done. Sort of drive away from this one quite nicely with the Alpine's acceleration, which is good. Right, onto the final lap. P10, bit there in the grass. Just going around that corner there, get on them brakes there again. It tightens this corner on the exit. All P9 going off there, just overshooting the corner a bit. It's going to bump us up into that position. We're just losing the back end a bit there. Oh, managed to save it just about there, but that's going to really compromise us now on the run down to the right-hand banking corner here. Trying sort of looking there on the outside, but we've managed to both get round the corner. This corner here, where I'm really sort of, as we say, really sort of, oh. We go then down the hill for the final time, around this final corner. And across the line to take P9. Oh, one of them. Yeah, not so bad. Nice little race. Just give me about 50 to 100 laps worth of time, and we could maybe get somewhere on this one. But yeah, not a bad little race.